What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Stocks to Watch. And we had a rather choppy day with the indices, Nifty Bank Nifty not really doing that well. But again, mid caps having all the action. So the market started off with a very good bullish note. And then I think probably towards post Europe opening around 12:30 ish, strong stocks remained strong. And the ones which were kind of weaker, they started to get sold off. So it was kind of a mixed day. I am still expecting a lot of strong action. Now, the headlines right now is that HDFC Bank is expected to see $4 billion. No, it's not million, it's billion. $4 billion plus inflows because of the MSCI rejig or rebalancing. That means a lot of funds will have to buy HDFC Bank tomorrow. A lot of ETFs will buy HDFC Bank tomorrow, and there would be other flows coming in, especially from the Morgan Stanley index, coming into HDFC Bank, which essentially means that Nifty and Bank Nifty are very likely to inch higher. Now, whether this MSCI rejig happens tomorrow or whether it happens day after or whether it happens probably towards the end of the week, it will be seen. But I think Bank Nifty and Nifty will probably see a very big bullish move because of so much money getting poured into HDFC Bank, because HDFC Bank is a big heavyweight both in Nifty and in Bank Nifty. With that being said, let's get started with our episode. Now, if you're new over here, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit the like button and drop a comment if you like the content and the research that me and my team are creating for you, so that you guys can trade like super traders. Now, let's get started with the previous episode's watch list and what exactly happened. Now, Liberty Shoes, first one on the list, 9% up. Solar Industries, we discussed about that. This one up 9%. Sandhar was up 10% at one point in time, and I told about all of these stocks to you yesterday. We discussed about Flare as well. We discussed about FSL. We discussed about DCM Nuvelle. So we discussed that textile names are going to do well. OEMs are going to do well. So I think there was a lot of action over there. So these are the stocks that did really well, and now there were a bunch of names which also did not give an entry, and I was surprised with the way these other names, especially the likes of eMudra, the likes of Nuvomo, they did not really move. They didn't even give an entry. Now, let's get started with the watch list, and now you will see that yesterday I had 43 names on my list, and today I'm only having 25. Which kind of sums it up that, we're being more selective in terms of what we're trying to select in the markets. Now, Liberty Shoes continues to be on the list, and why is because just look at the base that Liberty Shoes is coming out of. This is insane. Perfect stock for like a positional play. I think this base is wonderful. Stock is setting up for at least like a 2x, 3x journey in the next 2-3 years, especially from the technicals. Volumes have dried up, supply doesn't really exist, and I think there's going to be a lot of move over here. So I think Liberty Shoes, top of the pack. Now, another name which is from the similar category, which is retail footwear, is Campus Activewear, and I've spoken about this stock multiple times now. For the last 2 or 3 days, stock has still been consolidating in this, very tight little range over here. And I'm expecting, I already have a position, just a disclaimer, I already have a position in this one. And I'm just waiting for this one to explode. Now, maybe tomorrow it starts exploding. Maybe it explodes day after. But I think there is some, big thing cooking in footwear stock. So I'll be watching this out. Next one on my list has to be Balaji Telefilms. Now, this one is another disclaimer. I already have a position, and I think the entire StockWiz community has a position in Balaji Telefilms. Structure is very simple. This stock has been a prior runner of the past. Now, just look at this entire up move that Balaji Telefilms essentially had in the start of 2023, comes back all the way to this area of demand, shakes out, liquidates everything, and now it's looking to kind of make and break out of this base. So that's essentially why, that's essentially how I'm looking at Balaji Telefilms. Next one on my list is Uflex. Now, this is also a very interesting name, packaging name. I have a bunch of packaging names today. So Uflex is, again, trying to revive. It's a box structure, simple, base over base kind of a structure coming out of this base, forming a mini base. And I think this can also have some strong action. Another very strong name is Flare Writing Instruments. And I think this is something which is also having a very, very good base. Now, the stock has been beaten down from the day it IPO'd, and I think now this is like a base that the stock is creating for a multi-leg rally. So I think Flair is also a very good name for you to kind of explore if you're a swing or a positional trader. Jindal Poly Investment, another name which is contracting really tightly. I like it. Texmeco Infra is another name hovering around the highs near the moving averages. Got a rejection today, like other mid caps, but still something that I'll be watching out. Now, probably one of my favorite stocks right now is Piramal Pharma. Now, there are two reasons why. Number one, the American side of the business has started to do well. I have started to see a lot of pharma names starting to get some traction. We've seen Blue Jet Healthcare, we've seen Piramal Pharma. I'll show you Bax Pharma. I think, if I am not wrong, I think Bax Pharma is the name. There has been some other traction in Sun Pharma also. So I think pharma is where money is probably silently kind of going in. So I think that's an interesting space to watch out for. So Piramal Pharma, another disclaimer, I have a position. The entire Stockers community has a position. We took a trade today in Piramal Pharma. I think we took it 3 days back. We added our position today. So that's Piramal Pharma. Next up, we've got GHCL Textiles, which also looks fantastic. Nice little base. I think this could really do really well. FM Industries, from the auto OEM pack, this one is my favorite. Moving around the moving averages, I think I really like this. Chemplast Sanmar, not exactly something I'm a big fan of, but maybe I think I'm just going to explore on how this one does. Chemical prices in China has picked up, and that's the reason a lot of chemical stocks, including Deepak Nitrite, Alkyl Amines, Balaji Amines, and you've also seen, I think, Aarti Industries and a bunch of other specialty chemical names. I can't really name all of them, but they have started to have an uptick. So next up, we've got Chennai Petro, nice base, lots of supply. So I am skeptical. Power Grid, another name, lots of supply on the left side, but there is a tight little base over here. So I think I'm interested in this one. HDFC AMC did not break out today, so I'm expecting this to break out tomorrow. Recovered from the lows, really like it. JSW Holdings, I think this is ready for a move until 10,000 rupees. We have seen all holding companies after the recent SEBI order starting to move really well. So I think this one is that. KIOCL, I think this is an underdog. Now, I was planning to take a position in this stock all day long. And then in the last 10 minutes, this kind of spiked up by about 10, 12 points and I missed the entry. So I will be planning an entry tomorrow, which could probably look like this. Another disclaimer. I am a SEBI registered research analyst, but I'm not giving you financial advice right now. So please do consult your financial advisor before you take any decisions on your trades or your investments. I think KIOCL is bound to do well. We've seen Coal India come with production numbers, very good. We've seen what Orissa Minerals, the management told in their commentary. Today, I have another metal stock called Jindal Stainless. And just mind you, this is all China plus one play. So I think there is going to be some action. Next stock, which I was talking about, Jindal Stainless. I think this one is also very good. Now, mind you, ISMT is one name that we have spoken about multiple times in our previous episodes. And that has broken out finally today. And I think there's going to be some action in that. This is again a metal name. So keep a track on that. Now, I was talking about pharma companies and Sun Pharma. There you go, the big daddy. Very, very nice pace build up. I think there's going to be some traction in this one. Keep a track on this one. Syngene, another name from the pharma space. And I think this is also with the likes of Sun Pharma has a holding. It's essentially Sun Pharma's subsidiary. And I think there is going to be some action in this one as well. Not picture perfect, but I think very, very good strength coexists in both Syngene and Sun Pharma. Next one is King FA Science, another specialty chemical name. Now, I don't really need to tell you what specialty chemical names are going through. Price hikes, margin expansion. Again, a cycle which kind of stopped in 2020. Probably a revival of that and a bottoming up of chemical prices. And we've seen that with Tata Chemicals. When soda ash prices kicked in, Tata Chemicals had a really, really nice move. So I think King FA Science just to start off a big move. Shankara Building Materials, a very good structure currently getting formed. Not very good from the probability side, but very good from the risk-reward perspective. So if it moves, it'll move towards the highs. So let's see on how this one plays out. Camo Paints, another name which is a very, very good structure according to me. Post-split, this stock has done really well. Let's see how this one performs. Kohinoor Foods, another name which is kind of making a decent base. So I'll not something that is on my A+ list, but as something that I'm going to be tracking very closely. NCC, continuation play. I think this could just keep going higher. MTAR Tech from the defense pack. I think this is really nice. Very, very strong structure and has been a performer of the past. MTAR Tech, and mind you, this is into the drones, aerospace, these things. I think this is a value buy, MTAR right now, I think. So let's see on how this one plays out. And last but not the least, another packaging stock I told you in the starting, Moltech Packaging, very nice base. I think with the volume drive, I think this has potential. Now, HDFC Bank is setting up for a big weekly breakout. And I also told you that there are $4 billion of flows expected either tomorrow or in the week to come from the Morgan Stanley index because of rebalancing. And I think there is going to be a lot of action in HDFC Bank and hence in Nifty and Bank Nifty and hence in the overall market. So I think that kind of sums up the game plan for tomorrow. Please drop in a like, drop a comment, and do subscribe to the channel if you like such content and if you're really helped by this research. Drop in your comments on which stock do you think is going to be an outperformer of tomorrow. And I wish you all the best to your trading day tomorrow. Thank you so much. Good luck. Bye-bye. And I'll see you in the next one.